Hello, everyone. This is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 28 of Direwolf20's server play series. I'm hanging out with Soren on the server, and Mine Martin and Morvi are here hanging out with us as well. I like the hat that our cow has, Soren.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good hat.
Mm-hmm.
I approve of it.
Should I actually put the cow down now? Ow. You monster.
Better. Stop being annoying.
What?
I know it comes naturally, but
That's not annoying. Clearly a cow.
clearly
what happened to the
a
cow?
cow.
What happened to the cow?
I didn't do anything to the cow.
You still poured away. What the heck?
You're doing things to the cow.
No,
I'm not.
seriously. That one was teleport. I'm waiting for my chat to explain to what just happened.
I'm waiting for stream delay.
I
Yeah,
watched
okay, it
it.
did just disappear.
It just disappeared.
I call shenanigans and I blame Soren.
I'm getting another cow.
I would hope so.
That was strange. Cow go poof. That's what my chat's saying.
So there wasn't like a lasso in the activator or anything, was it? Oh no, they need power now, don't they?
Correct.
Okay.
We do have
Activator
power in
killed
this
it.
room, right?
Yes. Underneath the middle dent cable.
Oh, what was in there?
The opposite of cursed earth. Blessed earth.
There is? Is that a
Well,
new one?
it's currently only accessible by Tema. Unless I go over there and get silk touch.
Hmm.
Which I should go do, you know, now I think about it.
Does it do just make like peaceful stuff everywhere?
Yeah. And gives them buffs, like regeneration. Which is why I'm amazed this cow just disappeared. Because it didn't die, it just
He
apparated.
just poofed.
Yeah, he just poof. It's a verb now.
And there's a thing, was the previous one spawned by that?
Oh, that. Okay,
Is
I'll
it
keep my eye
possibility
on
they
him.
have a lifetime?
Maybe. I'll go get a normal cow just in case. I was hoping not to have to do that, but now I'll go find a cow.
Let there be power.
Okay.
Okay, I will.
Like, done.
You allow this.
The P2P in the middle there is letting it go, so.
And I should now be able to request milk if Soren has finished playing with cows.
I placed the second cow. I'm getting a normal one, just in case, but that one's gonna be a longer task.
Remember,
Let's
Soren,
test it with 10.
cows are food, not friends.
What? That would require us
No.
killing the cow.
Never mind that, they're enemies in the growing skies.
This is true too.
Dorov, could you TP me out?
I could in un momento. I'm just trying to decide how to handle this situation that I find myself in. This is what always happens when I try to use an
Carefully.
autonomous activator with cows. I was hoping that the 4 acceleration cards would help.
Use a translocator and an interface.
Huh?
A translocator and an interface would be much faster.
Yeah.
Because the acceleration cards realistically accelerate faster. They don't pull faster immediately.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm finding.
What's the, what are you using this for?
Milk.
Well, yeah, for what?
For cakes.
Right. I'm just,
I need
no, I was
cakes.
thinking for the sake of like, the rancher will put it as a liquid, but...
Yeah, I know, but
Doesn't
that
taste
just takes longer. And it also has a cooldown. The rancher has like a built-in cooldown thing going on. Cakes will accept buckets as a crafting recipe, yes. Awesome.
Is the cow
I
still
should
there?
hope so. It's the
Well,
default.
MFR does weird things with milk buckets and makes them fun.
Yeah,
Fair
it,
enough, yeah, true.
it replaces them.
So, I'm making cakes, clearly, for reasons that I will get
Okay.
into shortly. Let's get translocators.
I'm just making sure the cow is still there. Correct. Or not. I miss my magic mirror cuts. I just want to get a right click and go back to my base.
Hmm.
Can't tell you the number of times I've hit 0 and then right clicked.
You know what I could do is put an interface here.
Interesting. Okay, so the cow does disappear over time.
Does he?
Does.
That's what you get for getting a cheaty cow.
It's not cheaty cow, he's a special buffed holy cow.
I see.
A cow on borrowed time.
He had regeneration, so...
Yeah,
Maybe it was a
translocators
clone.
are definitely a good way to go about that.
See.
Let's request. Hello, testing, testing. There we go. 10 more. Can you guys hear me all right?
What?
What?
I can't hear you, I'm blind.
Either I'm lagging or the server's lagging.
Well, possibly both, actually.
All fixed. Looks better now. Oh yeah, that's cruising. That is cool. Perfect. Okay, it's working now.
Nice.
Yes. We probably just want to get rid of that empty, or that milk thingy, but let me just grab an empty bucket.
I can make that so that never happens, just in case.
That's weird. I picked it up and it did not go away. Oh, you know what? I'm probably milking the cow when I'm doing that. That's probably what's happening here.
You know, just the thing that's supposed to happen.
That's probably what's happening. Dyer knows how to play this game.
Clearly, it's a vanilla thing. You're
What
fine.
game are we playing again?
I think this was called Terraria.
I think the cow got out. Soren, fix it. Alright, so in theory, speed upgrades should be easily craftable now. And we just teach the pattern to the interface terminal, and now I can request speed upgrades times 20. Oh yeah, there's things to craft. To craft, 72 potions of swiftness.
Oh my
I
gosh.
better get the ball rolling, I guess.
I really want to see what one of these things, and just how much crafting storage you would have to try and craft some of the stuff that we've got in average here. Because it's just going to be just absurd. So that said, we'd need a way of having it do the dire crafting table stuff with its 9x9 recipes. Because it can't do those directly.
I think this is going to work. Soren, you're clapping excitedly. What did you do?
Because I play someone with buff cows, I'm thinking if he's named, he won't despawn. But it could also be that just after a certain number of ticks, he just goes away anyway. So I'm
see.
watching. He's our holy cow.
I guess it depends how Temur implemented it.
Yeah.
So I'm setting up an export bus and an import bus, and hopefully this will work. And we will see in a moment if I'm correct about this working. And then I want an open crate that probably right here will be sufficient. And we will have an export bus. Hello. Export bus, this guy, and he will be the 100% chance guy. And that should be cool. Let's see what that does to the channels. Nice. So I'm using 6 channels there. That should be fine. If I need to, I can always run them down here, but that's okay. So in theory...
Are all these import and export buses?
What's that?
I'm just wondering if these are all export and import buses on
As soon
the
as I
6
put an
channels.
empty PCB in here, it should drop into there. Nice. And if I request a PCB, craft one, watch what happens. So this should go into here. And then it should wind up in the UV light box, in theory. As soon as it's done crafting. Because as soon as it's made, there's no use for them other than to get UV light boxed. So see, export bus, boom. And now the import bus is gonna wait until it's 100% chance. So let's just see if we've got some speed
Alright, so
upgrades
the
already.
fancy cow does despawn over time.
Does he?
Yeah.
Even if he's named?
Yep. It's
Oh,
just,
that's
I think,
unfortunate.
flat out killed.
That's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. No cows were harmed in making either of these videos.
I see. And then this
Not
thing is
harmed,
going to
but they
etch
did.
over the course of 5 minutes.
Correct.
And it'll be sucked up into here, which is filtered to only take the etched one. And we've got a working system for fully automated PCBs.
I've still never worked with any of that kind of stuff.
Pneumatic Craft is fun to play with, I think. Because, like, there's a lot of infrastructure you need to build, and I think that's fun. Like, I enjoy automating the infrastructure in interesting ways, right? So watch, as soon as this thing hits 100%, he should get sucked out and dropped. In theory.
I mean, it's always seemed pretty cool, but it's not. It's just not been something that I've ever kind of got around to, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's always been something else.
To be fair, Dyer's blown us up twice with the mod, so...
To be fair, Soren's blown us up twice.
No. No.
From what I know, it's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Especially if you put in eternalist fuel.
Which I
Pressure
did
for
not do,
weeks.
thank you very much. It might need to be the side that I import from. Yeah, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
Either
Cool.
either the top or the bottom is an upgrade. Well, it's access and upgrade slots. So. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, the top let me put it in. So I was able to put the item into the top. But I had to pull
So
out of the side, not the bottom.
Yeah, I would guess that the bottom was the upgrade one.
Be free! Etching acid, go!
Yes. So they will go, and that will do cool things. Awesome. And the air compressor will compress air, because that's what it does. Okay, cool. So now we've got that cooking. And it's just a crafting recipe, right? So
To what?
it's just a crafting recipe to turn these unassembled PCBs into things. But I need black plastic. And I need... cyan. How are we for plastic, by the way? I could probably go with another dose. Nice. I should consider doing an export of coal into here, but you know, I could just do as a... Well, for now it's alright as it is. We might automate this later if we decide we want to. So let me come back in a minute, guys. I'm going to prepare the recipe for the transistors and stuff, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back.
Yay.
Actually, no, you two come with me. These go into the pressure chamber interface, and then we should be cool. Request 2 of you. Transistor. And 2 of you. So that should be popping stuff into there like crazy.
Why is there an iron ingot
What?
above the pressure chamber? There's an iron ingot that keeps
I want
falling
to
out.
say it's a visual bug.
Oh.
I want to set it to. Yeah.
Boo.
So that should work.
Boo.
These things are still cooking. I'm surprised.
Die, tire, die.
What now?
What?
Why is this filtering stone?
Yeah, it might be possible that connecting the interface not directly to a pressure chamber interface is faster. As it seems like the interface puts it in one item at a time.
Yes, that's probably true. Are you saying that I should put it on like a chest with a hopper or something? Or
Yeah,
the omnidirectional hopper or something like that?
yeah, possibly.
It'll
Yeah.
also, well,
Will the omnidirectional do it multiple at a time?
It will since recently, because now the pressure chamber interface should wait a few ticks before closing. Which is why I'm, well, surprised that the ME interface doesn't work.
actually, what if you
But
just
at
hook
least
it up to the
something-
hopper above you?
Yeah, that would work, I guess.
Like, just to the side of
Should
it.
do. What I've been using is
That worked.
the extra utilities transfer node.
Yeah. But isn't it true that like if there's not enough pressure in the machine it like won't transfer?
Correct.
Until the pressure is high enough, yeah. And it won't use more than 4 bar really for a full stack. So
It
yes,
won't use more than
it
4
will-
bar?
No, yeah. That's right.
What if I have speed upgrades in it though? Because I was gonna put some speed upgrades in there.
Yeah, it shouldn't really matter for the usage.
What are you
But
doing here,
if
Soren?
Nothing.
if you put in a stack at a time, speed upgrades are hardly necessary for the pressure chamber interface.
True, I guess. Maybe.
Pay no attention.
I'm paying no attention to what you're doing, Soren.
Your
I never put
system
in
is not
any-
changed. Per se. I just made all those 4 channels onto 1. Or 3 channels onto 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we will be back in a minute, guys. Alright guys, we're back. And I'm making things. I have to remember how these assembly lines are best laid out. Because I used to have
Carefully.
like really good ways to do it, and I don't remember anymore. So I know we want to probably not have this here. I already did it wrong.
Ha!
I already did a bad job. I think I want this guy here. And we could have the IOs like on the corners, right? What's the range of the IOs? Is it 1 block?
Yeah, diagonal as well. Unlike
Right.
the others.
So I might do something like this. That ought to work. And then I can have the imports go here. Okay, that was cool. And then the Well, actually, yeah, the input and output can go in that chest right there. That would be neat. That should work. Or I could have the output be, well, yeah, either way. Let's do a chest there. Or I could just have an import bus on the back of the chest. That could work too. A filtered import bus. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll put that dude there. Import bus there. These guys go here. And let's test this first with our encoded pattern thing. So empty PCB makes unassembled PCB. Now all I need to do is get pressure over here to this pressure controller thing. Thinking I might tap into this existing air compressor that we've got over here. And probably just run him. He should be, yeah, there it is. Soren, what are you doing? When you're quiet, I get nervous.
I'm not telling you now.
That's not a joke. That's a serious thing. Like when Soren doesn't talk, dire worries about what he's
Serious
doing.
concern.
No, serious concern is like a fact.
Good.
No, you weren't supposed to go there. Stop that.
I'm just plotting your demise.
Okay. These pressure tubes are micro parts, so you can put covers on them, right?
Yeah.
Unless
Okay,
they have a module on them.
It will look a bit weird at first, because they need to transform into multi-parts first. But after that, you will see the preview.
It'll work though.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm running it at floor level. I could run it under the floor entirely if I wanted to, but... What? What are you doing? Stop that.
What?
There we go, much better. So now, this thing should rapidly build up pressure. We'll put the laser program in him. And in a moment, I can test, and we can get rid of this whole contraption over here, because it's not going to be needed anymore. Now that I've made like 10 of these things. So this should quickly build up its pressure. Oh, and I can probably snag the speed upgrades too, because speed upgrades are always a nice thing to have in the assembly controller. Are we in the green? Yes. So if I want to craft 2 of these, the first thing that will happen is this thing will do its thing. So there we go, we got it. That'll be picked up, sucked into the AE system. It'll be deposited in the chest.
Because of the pressure used at the pressure chamber, it went under the green again.
What's that?
It dipped under the green again after the pressure chamber used, so...
That's okay.
I still say iron to iron in the alloy furnace is a very annoying recipe.
Hee hee. I'll keep it in there unless someone's going to report that properly.
You mean like the issues?
Yeah.
Consider it done by tomorrow.
I keep forgetting about it.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Controller found a duplicate machine. Oh, right. I need to pneumatic wrench one of these guys. I'll just do this one. There we go.
Ah, I love that sound.
Meow.
Wow.
It's lasering. And it's doing a good job of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. That actually works beautifully. Can I request 2 of them, or am I crazy?
Well, yes, probably to the last one, regardless.
Once more, just to test. There it goes. Lasering. Could probably have only 4 speed upgrades in there. I think that would be sufficient. I think it's a little bit too fast right now. And it's killing my pressure. Yeah, see, that's a perfectly acceptable speed. Or it would be if pressure was better, but that's cool. We're good. We're good. Everything's cool. Alright guys, we will be back in a minute, because now that I've got this thing, I'm basically able to disassemble this other thing.
Have you noticed the torches?
Yeah, no, I'm just ignoring you. Like, Soren's trying to troll me, and he's like, come on, Dyer, get annoyed.
No! Look, he said he doesn't like torches on the ground, so not touching the ground.
Yay.
It's perfect.
Good.
No, perfect.
I'm proud of you, Soren. I'm so proud.
Uh-huh.
I'll scoop this stuff up with a bucket just in case I decide to do something with it again in the future. So, Soren, I mostly don't need a lot of these things here anymore.
Really? Okay.
But I still want this export bus. That would be nice to continue to have. I don't suppose we can put the smart cable in the same block as the regulable torch, can we?
Okay.
We can?
Just make sure you set the regulable torch before you set the cable.
Okay, you sure?
It's multi-part.
I know, but blue power multi-parts.
Don't you just feel safe?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but okay.
Says everything, that.
Yeah.
They make a zoom out.
So I'm not going to need the laser, or the drill, I mean. I could have the drill there. I guess I'll leave it there so that, you know, if I ever need the drill, it'll work. But for now, it's not really necessary. Empty PCB, etch success chance. Oh, there was one in there. Oh, that's why. Okay, right, yes. I did request 2, but one of them got exported. I don't suppose I can put that in the chest and we'll just, like, work, will it? No, I didn't think
If it's
so.
UV, it won't, no.
That's alright, I'll just trash it. It's only 1 piece of iron, really. Alright, guys, now we'll be back in a minute. Alright, guys, we're back. And my Martin, you are correct. It does look funny when you place the stone covers, but then once you place them, it's fine. So I think we have a pretty solid pressure system going here. What I would like to do next, probably, is, you know what I want to do? I want to make, because I want to make advanced pressure tubes. So with the laser program, I laser chamber valves, which I can either make like that, which seems easy enough, or I can laser them. I feel like, mine Martin,
Yeah.
why can I laser pressure chamber valves when I can just craft them and the crafting recipe is cheaper?
Because logic.
Because you made it 16 and you forgot, didn't you?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I had a feeling.
I would have forgotten about that.
So I get 4 pressure chamber valves equals 8. That bug where if you have less pressure valves than is necessary doesn't still exist, right?
Of course not, no. Because that means crash, and yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad crash. I think I had to fix that by, like, using the Forge disable broken tile entity thing when I had that happen way back in the day.
Probably, yeah.
Nice.
And
Why does
when-
my machine stop at 3.5, by the way, Soren? It used to stop at 4. What's your regulable torch doing back there?
Bump it up to 135. The problem we were seeing is that it would, it would hit that value, but stay on a little bit too long and get very close to 5. So.
Well, that doesn't happen anymore now that I put speed upgrades in there.
Yeah, okay, so you can just bump it up to 135. That should be 8.
So, do I need to remove the cable?
Try setting it with the cable there. If you can't, then yeah.
Maybe?
Okay, no. If the value in the GUI updated, then it's fine. The problem that happens sometimes is that it would try to set it to the block adjacent, or the opposite side of the multi-part.
Right.
It's not setting it to the right one, so if it worked there, then it's fine.
Fair enough.
If you're really afraid of explosions, you can always make a security upgrade and put it in the compressor. And that will basically act as a integrated safety valve, which disposes any extra air when it's at like 4.7 bar.
Well, I think next episode, what I'm going to work towards is having like a high-powered compressor, so I can get to the 20 range. Because I'm assuming if I use advanced air compressors, I can get them up to 20. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm thinking I want to try that, and then have like I've done something like this in the past, where I've had like half the room be like low pressure and the other half high pressure.
Yeah, and then use the regulator tubes.
Right. So if I tell this to craft one, it should do that. Nice. Oh, yeah, it's running much better now that we made that 4 instead of 3.5, so that's cool. And there they are. Awesome. So I can make myself an advanced air compressor now, which I will probably want to do very shortly. However, I'm probably going to have to wait until next episode to do that. So for now, Direwolf 20, wrapping up the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my first time recording on Forgecraft with my new microphone. So I would like some feedback in the comments on how you guys liked it. Like, did it sound better than other Forgecraft videos? I know a lot of time we have feedback from people. I think that should be better. If it's not better, let me know, but it should be better. And overall, you know, how's the mic sound? All right, for now, Direwolf 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.